Awesome, awesome. Hope we're live. I guess, yeah, there's ads, but hello to everybody else. Wait. Yep, we're good. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hi, Clinton. Hi, Eunice. How are you two? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Judix. Hey, Fire. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, David. Wow, the love is rolling in already. Oh. OST? Yeah, definitely an original soundtrack. I definitely made this. No, it's no copyright sounds. Literally, that's what the YouTube channel is called. No copyright sounds. You can't copyright this. Ready to learn? Hell yeah. So yeah, we're like basically just gonna do exactly what we normally do every time I pop up here, and that is taking that one, this one, sorry, this one, yes, wait, there, the sphere, and I'm gonna mash it around and hope that it turns into something cool. Really, that's all art is crossing your fingers and hoping something happens. That's all it is, it's easy. Hello, Pav. Hey, Food. Hey, Tom, how are you? We got a cool concept. Hopefully we get a cool concept. I don't know. It's luck of the draw. Honestly, it depends on how my brain is that day. So we might get complete garbage. Who knows? Don't put the pressure on me, but we're gonna have fun. Anyways, yeah, so hi, I'm Ashley. I do character and creature concept work. I'm also a character artist in general, so modeling, whole pipeline kind of shtick, whatever. But I also like concept stuff and sketching. So essentially what this stream is, my segment of this, of the Pixelogic streams is just showing you how to sketch, right? Like just taking stuff and just having fun with it. Like as if you were going to open up your, sketchbook and just take a pencil and start scribbling around. It's kind of the same kind of thing that I do. Nothing here is final. Nothing here is like, oh, I'm gonna go and print this. Nothing here is like, oh, it's gonna go into a game or a film or anything like that. It's quite literally just, let's have fun with it. Let's sketch. Maybe it'll turn into like an illustration. Who knows? But I'm just like putting some ideas down and just having fun and working those like, you know, imagination muscles. Is that even a muscle? Probably not. Definitely not. It's called a brain. Brain isn't a muscle, right? No, it's an organ. Okay, anyways. Hey, Snake. Yeah, I miss you. I miss you in the chat. I'm doing good. Let the art flow. Exactly. Become the stream. But don't think too hard on that, otherwise you might have to pee. What's tonight's theme? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. As I start doing things, I'm sure it'll like, something will happen, right? Final pieces were, oh, Sammy, don't put yourself down like that. None of that in this. Nah. Tonight's theme is stuff. Agreed. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Oh man, I need to not shake that. Hold on, let me like drink a little bit of this so it doesn't like spill everywhere because I'm a little bit of spaz tonight. Can you tell? I don't know. Creepy Pokemon. Hey Jamie, how are you? From Spain? Fuad from Egypt. Oh my gosh, you guys must be like, it must be like stupid o'clock over there. It must be Satan's hour. Why are you awake? The devil is like going to take your butt. Go to sleep. Tips and tricks in Zbrush. I have none. Mulsimer, hi, how are you? Head case, go to sleep. It's midnight. What the heck? All right, let's do this. Woo! Oh, actually, before I do this, because I know I'm gonna be probably stretching this like crazy, and we're gonna go microscopic. We're gonna go to the Planck length. The Planck scale. The Planck. want a horn. Oh hey, is this a beak? I don't know. Is it a beak? Kind of seems like it's a chicken. Oh, look at that! Immediate chicken! It's an immediate chicken! Right on the back! Chicken! So late. I know, what the heck? Everybody tunes into my stream so late. Is anybody like watching this at like normal o'clock, or is everybody like, you know, summoning demons at 3 a.m.? Like, I don't, what's going on? 6 p.m. Oh, there we go. See, Fire's a normal person. Why can't you all know? 6 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m. We've got normal people. Okay. All right. I don't want chicken, so we're gonna try and do something else. Let's get this. This almost feels like, honestly, this music, because I've been recently playing Pokemon, it kind of feels like Pokemon. Kind of feels like we're listening to something like we're about to get into a Pokemon battle. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, who's playing Pokemon right now? Because I have like something real annoying to tell you about my current playthrough, because I think I'm cursed. I think my account is cursed. Like, it's really annoying. Guys you're playing Pokemon Sneak? You're playing it, Dan? Right now while you're watching? Are you shiny hunting? I want to start shiny hunting. They made it so much like, I feel like it's more accessible to shiny hunt in this game than any of the other ones that I've played, because you can see where the Pokemon are and you can just choose which ones to run into, even though they do kind of like chase you, and it's terrifying, and I hate it and I scream. But which version? I'm playing Shield because Larvitar, but you know, whatever. I do like the good boy holding the sword in his mouth more than the shield boy, but they're both good boys, so I can't really be mad. You're playing? What platform is Pokemon? Now, the first, so the one that just came out is actually the first one that's on the Switch. The first Pokemon, like, new generation that's not like DS or Game Boy or anything. Let me try some Pokemon from Sword one day. Oh man. Heck yeah. I'll probably sculpt a Pokemon at some point, honestly. The last one, so I talked about Woobat, right? So I haven't played, okay, wow. My mind is kind of like all over the place right now because I want to talk about so much. Ooh, see, this is what happens when I start drinking coffee. Oh my gosh, I am ready. I am awake. Okay, I'm kind of liking this from the front. Hold on, wait, my brain is everywhere. Hold on, let me like figure this out first, and then wow, what was I even talking about? Don't give me coffee. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, Woobat, dude, Woobat. Okay, so I haven't played Pokemon since I think I think it was Emerald. No, I played Fire Red. Fire Red was the last one that I played. but like generation wise, 3rd gen was the last gen that I really like knew every single Pokemon, and then I started losing track. So like until recently, because I tried Sun and I absolutely hated it because it was just so cutscene heavy initially that I just fell off and I just couldn't get into the game. So now I'm playing Shield and I'm like, oh, this is awesome, like this is great. I don't mind these changes at all, like coming from like the old generations, right? And so Eric was the first one to start playing it, and so I was watching Eric play, and there were all these little fluffy things in the cave, and I was just like, what is that? Go get that. And I lost my mind. I lost my mind at just like, it was a Woobat. It was a Woobat, and I made him call it Party Boy because you get it, like woo bat, Party Boy. And so I got my own Party Boy when I started playing, and I can't, like, I don't ever want it to evolve. It's holding an Everstone. It's just gonna be level 100 Party Boy. Honestly, I even had to do fan art of him. You want to see my Party Boy? I did fan art of my Party Boy. Let me show you. Here, look. Because I started painting again. So I did, look at my Party Boy. Look at my Party Boy. I love Woobat. He makes me so happy. All right. Okay, back on track. I'm sorry. Wow. There we go. Heavy urge to touch everything in the new Pokemon. I know, it's so annoying. The amount of times that I like scared myself in the wild area too, like I'm just like literally biking, and then a Steelix like, this one time like I was biking and you know, I don't know what the name of the Pokemon is because I'm terrified, I'm scared to like touch it because it's big and it looks like a giant rock. It looks like the Reggies, like one of the Reggies. It's like a blue golem thing, and it like it just popped out of nowhere and I like screamed. I don't know, it's terrifying. I thought Pokemon was kid friendly. It's like a horror show. It's terrifying. All right, okay, okay, let's see here. Grab. Here we go. Make sure that's, there we go. I kind of want to do a little bit of like a Sluggy Boy. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. And all of this. Kind of want it to be like a hood thing. I like that idea. We could do this and then this. And then this guy. Eat. And I don't like this. I'm gonna delete that. I don't like it. Let's see. What should we do? Backface man. This sounds like Moxie's song from Borderlands. Hey, will I use Sculptress Pro? I mean, maybe, we'll see. Like, I use it for very specific things. I usually don't do entire, like, sculpts based on that. Like, I have done that. I think as soon, like the first time it came out, I did a strictly like Sculptress Pro kind of thing. Let's see. Grab that. I don't wanna, like... I don't know what these are gonna be, but I just kind of want to play around with some shapes. Let's do... Oh. Do you want that? That? No. This. And straight. So yeah, this is gonna scare a lot of people, but trust me, when it dynameshes, it's all Gucci gang. Just do... Oh, right. I was going to tell you guys about the really annoying thing that's happening in Pokemon right now. So, I tried to catch a Ludicolo, like, that I ran into last night, and I don't know why I kept trying, but I literally threw 100 Great Balls at it. I went through 100 Great Balls. 100. 17 revives, and I don't even know how many Super Potions. Trying to catch it, and in the end it wiped my party anyways. I don't know. Is it me? I'm cursed. I'm definitely cursed. Yo! It is Hexcats! Oh, I think Eric's home. Use that door. Hello, how are you? How are you, Alice? A Gyarados? I doubt it. I think it's gonna be some demon thing, honestly. It feels like it's gonna be like a hooded demon thing. Some trainer, honestly, yeah, I'm like the crappiest. Like, I will never be the best that there ever was. Truly. Truly. Have you beaten enough gyms to catch that level of Pokemon? Yeah, because like okay, so they cap it off, right? So if you haven't, like, if you're unable to, let's say like you've beaten the 2 or 3 gyms, I think it's the 3 gyms, then you can't catch above level 30, or is it 40? I don't remember, but it quite literally won't let you. Like, if it's too strong, it'll say like it's too strong, you can't catch it, you can't throw a Pokeball. But I could. It was level 36. My dudes were level 36. Everything was level 36 and happy in 36. However, it didn't want to stay in the damn ball, and it was at 1 HP for like most of the throws too, until it started spamming Absorb, and then it ran out of Absorb, so all it was doing was growling. And then after it was done growling, because that was the last thing that it could do, it was just growling and growling and growling, and my Pokemon were weak as heck, like they were doing like 1 HP damage because they were being growled at so much. It was so annoying. And then he started struggling, and he had enough HP at that point that his struggles ended up killing me, and I just it was a matter of principle at that point. I was like, I need to catch you because I've already gone through so much. You've costed me like what, like 100,000 yen, Poke Yen or whatever it's called, Poke Coins, Poke Dollars. I'm not doing this. Nah, I couldn't catch it. Ball swipe, dude, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so I have a sorry, oh my gosh, not Ninjask, Shedinja is like, I cheesed. Okay, so I got a Shedinja pretty early in the game, and I just cheesed my way through the gyms because it's got It's got that ability where it's got like the wonder guard or something. So nothing affects it. The whole gym, it's like they've got like these Dynamax Pokemon out, they're really massive or whatever. I got this Shedinja, it's just like, yeah, yeah, and everything just like doesn't affect, yeah. Shedinja just slapped through all the okay. It was good. Anyways, back to this, sorry. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'll pull this down. They were cats? What are you talking? What are you talking about? How are they cats? Those were no, they were legendary dogs. They weren't cats. There's no way. The three, no, they were always dogs. They weren't. No, they weren't. Well, okay, somebody Google that. Fact check. I'm not doing it right now. I'm gonna actually, I'll probably, let me see if I can grab, ooh, actually, could, oof. Oof, Monty. Oof. Big oof. Not like that. Hold on. Let's see, what should I do? Why are you so upset, Monty? What's wrong? Why is everything so upsetting? What?
Just because you had the last word doesn't
There we
mean
go.
I won't get stronger. I come up out of disaster. I'm the lead rebellion soldier. I will dominate. I will kill this game, and I still remain. I remain standing here. Ooh, I run this ship. I am an epidemic. Yeah, remember.
I'm not gonna, no. I'll just dynamash it and work from it. I think. No, I kind of want, let's see. Do that. Grab these. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I'll do it this way. Okay, split. Keep good. Good, good. Good, good, good.
Just because you had the last word doesn't mean I won't get stronger. Watch me reign and slay and conquer.
Saverinos.
Billion soldier,
Na, na, na.
I will kill this game and I still remain. I remain standing here. Ooh, I run this ship. I am an epidemic. Yeah, remember this.
Right, okay. Dan, that makes a lot more sense. That makes sense, yeah. I still see them as dogs, but like them being based off of things like, you know, Chinese guardian lions and things like that, like, makes sense. Hey, STR, how you doing? It is Satan o'clock over there. Okay, cool, dope. Those are some bassy Monty Poots. I know, when he goes, "Ooh." He has a really, like, when he's upset with something, his angry growl scares people. Like, it really, yeah, I know, this looks like a nose, I know. I'm fixing. All right, let's see, does that, no, we want like 300 probably. There we go. Probably do the same thing. Maybe 200 for this one. 100. Okay. And this one. 200. Mesh. So you see what I mean by like the stretching turns into some really cool stuff that you can work off of with Dynamesh. That's why like I'm not ever like afraid of this kind of thing, because Dynamesh really like it fixes everything. Like it turns everything into geometry, so usable geo. Okay, I will figure that out in a second. I'm gonna put and do but yep up here. Okay, mirror, does that go over? Yep, yep. Okay, we can push this guy probably back. And we're gonna play with these ones. Sorry, we'll look at chat in just a second. I just wanted to kind of like push this into something that's sort of like usable before I started like spazzing around again. Hey Quinn, how are you? I'm good. Just doing the thing, you know, the thing that I do. Let's give that. See, now we're getting into Digimon territory, you know? Like, we're kind of getting, like, Angemon vibes or something. At least that's what I'm feeling here. Okay. Okay, usable. I'm just gonna. Okay. Chat. Ha. I'm sculpting a new legendary Pokemon. yeah, exactly. JRPG feels, right? I think it's like the. It's just. I don't know. It definitely has that right now. I am doing the thing. I never was a huge fan of the Digimon games, but I also didn't play very much of it, so. But I like Digimon. I do like Digimon. I just never understood that, like, Digimon versus Pokemon thing, because they are very different. Aw, sorry, Pepe. I didn't realize you were, like, left out of the conversation. I won't talk so much about Pokemon, I'm sorry. I'm just, like, I'm playing it, you know, so... Yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me just read something. Okay. Monster Hunter? Yeah, I didn't finish Monster Hunter either. It really bites, but whatever. I enjoyed what I did play of it. It just started getting a little bit grindy. And I don't have a ton of time for grind unless it's a Diablo game. Speaking of which, Next season, Diablo season. Diablo 3 season, is it 19, I think? This Friday. I'm gonna be getting on that. I love Diablo 3. I don't care what anybody says. I think I'm gonna introduce more curvies. So when you're like doing, when you're doing stuff like this, like sure, okay, it's looking interesting from like one angle, but you always have to make sure that your silhouette, because it's kind of confusing on the side right now. So gotta start like doing something better with the shape stuff on the side. You always have to make sure that, you know, your curves are working and not just the one angle. It's easy to get lost in curve work when you're on, you know, one axis. But it is super important that you're constantly rotating and making sure that it's working. This one, probably smaller. This one, probably bigger. Mackie curve to get that point. Might even, yeah. And yeah. Then these guys. These guys. Oops. And this one. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this and work on just the one leg because they're gonna kind of intersect a little bit just to give that feeling of, you know, almost like a sword wielder, like a jouster, or somebody with like a rapier, you know, like they're standing, their legs are always very like stuck together. It's got like that kind of a feel. The wings remind you of a Gundam mech. Yeah, I feel that. I wanted to give a little bit more curve to it so we're not feeling Gundam. I didn't want to do Gundam. I love Gundam, so I just didn't want to make Gundam. Hey, Adrian, how are you? How do I deal with wanting to stop working on a project because of being overwhelmed by how long it will take to finish? I try my best. Okay, first of all, that happens to me. I get overwhelmed all the time. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like, oh yeah, you know, you could just suddenly get out of that, because no, that doesn't happen. the better you get it, alright, still get overwhelmed with things, especially if it's like a really big project. So I try and break things down into little chunks, so if you can have a little victory on something, it feels a lot better. So if your whole project, like let's say you're like, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do a full character, full suit of armor, you know, with weapons in a diorama or whatever. You start working on it and you're like, you only get like, you know, the weapon done, and it's been a week. And you're like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Well, what you should do is you should probably just break things down. Like, maybe it's too soon for you to jump onto a giant project like that. Like, maybe you wanna like interject some like studies here and there, like do some sketches. Don't think that you have to take every single thing to the finish line, you know what I mean? And that's sort of like, yeah, okay, for your portfolio you need to have finished pieces, finished models to put in, you know, that you have your wireframes, your textures, all of that stuff visible, you need that. However, in between that kind of stuff, because it does get exhausting, it's good to just kind of throw in some fun stuff, you know? Let yourself have fun, let yourself, you know, do studies, because, you know, a lot of people think that, oh, studies are work. It doesn't have to be work. Find a subject matter that you find interesting, that's simple, and give yourself a win. And I think that that really helps with the motivation to finish larger projects as well. At least for me, it's just like giving yourself these little tiny wins throughout it. When a bigger picture is hard to see the finish line, right? But if you do like a study, like for me, I just started painting again. So I'm doing little studies of like, you know, a bowl of apples or something like that, because it's like, okay, well, I can bite off that chunk. I can do that. And it gives me the confidence to keep going. So that's sort of what I'd recommend you do when you're feeling overwhelmed with something, is just give yourself these little tiny wins. Do something small you know that you can accomplish, and it'll give you that fuel to kind of keep going. So at least sometimes it won't. Sometimes you literally just have to brute force it. You just have to be like stubborn and be like, no, I know I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it because I need to do it. So sometimes that happens too, but you know, that might help, giving yourself a little bit of a little win, because, and that applies to everything in life. Literally everything that you do in life, if you give yourself that little win, it gives you the self-confidence to keep going and the motivation to keep going. If you give yourself this massive looming thing to work on, let's say you're like, you know, I want to get into woodworking. I want to build like one of those like really fancy like river tables right off the bat. How about don't? Like, why don't you just like, you know, try and make like a little like some coasters first? Because if you make a coaster and you can do it, then that'll really give you that motivation that you can, you know, and the confidence that you can do other things, rather than just like jumping right into a giant project and putting your all into it and then getting discouraged because it's so big, right? So yeah, you really need like-minded people around you. You need people that are encouraging, people that aren't gonna like, you know, be like I hate saying this, but like, try not to post a lot of stuff like on more like toxic kind of boards. I would say something like 10K. It's not as bad as it used to be, I don't think, maybe. But I see a lot of people getting made fun of, or like just like sarcastic comments and things like that. Everybody starts from somewhere, right? So, and that's something you should be proud of. The fact that you're even just doing something is more than a lot of people can say for themselves, right? Like if you're just sitting on the couch and watching a movie, you need to do that sometimes. Don't get me wrong, you need to. You can't always be working, but if you're just doing that instead of working when you have, you know, this goal, then you're not going to get anywhere, right? So if somebody's laughing at somebody for the fact that they're even trying is ridiculous. So just surround yourself by like-minded people, be open to critique, right? And try to just not let the people that do laugh get in your head, and always remember that you're doing something and it will take time to get to where you want to be, but at least you're doing it and you're on your way. Or sitting on the couch playing Pokemon. Okay, yeah, me. Did I eat yet? Yeah, I had the leftover curry thing. I'm okay. Yeah, if you're slugging through one project, one single thing, and you've been doing it for months, I'm telling you right now from my experience that if you're spending like 8 months on something, a lot of the time I find that actually could have been a lot like faster if you interject some things in between to kind of mix it up. if you're like me. Some people get hyper focused on the one thing and they can bring themselves to get through things, but I'm very, well, you can even tell by the way that I talk. I'm like my brain is spaz, like it's like, so I'm constantly doing different things. Like if I get tired of a project, I'll be like, okay, and then I'll just start sketching something else and feel good about that because it, you know, again, giving myself a small win. So yeah, you can cut me courageous, don't infect me with your throat. JK, please come infect me with your throat. Give me tonsillitis. I want it. I want it. I do have a project going on in Zbrush, but you don't work on it every day. You've been writing fan fiction pretty much nonstop for the past 3 weeks. I mean, again, it depends on what you want to do, right? Like, if you want to be more of like a writer, there's nothing wrong with that either. Like, you put the time and effort into what you want to be good at. Quite literally, it's really the biggest part of it is of that equation of becoming good is time, more or less. Like, you know, the amount of time that you spend more or less equates to skill level. So. Okay, but like, what money, Eric? What money? I don't steal yours. Stop saying I steal it. You quite literally say, oh, I'm not playing. You can have it now at like midnight and I'm stealing your Switch. Fight me. Fight me. One can't profit from fan fiction. Not with that attitude. No. I feel like wasn't it fan fiction of the Twilight ones? 50 Shades of Grey? Oh my god, wait, hold on. Wait, was it? I will never forget. Okay, like I didn't read 50 Shades of Grey, right? But there was an excerpt that somebody like posted online, and it was the most ridiculous thing. They were like, yeah, they got in the elevator and they started making out, and it went down at terminal velocity, and I started losing my mind over that because it's like, bro, do you know what terminal velocity means? I'm pretty sure elevators don't just free fall from the atmosphere, bro. Thanks, legit. It's no copyright sounds. Oh man. Terminal velocity. They were smashing faces, literally, like actually like plastered to the ceiling of the elevator as it plummeted to the earth. Oh man. Wanted to say it's 2 a.m. You watch the stream later. No worries, Jamie. Have a good sleep. You're wise for going to sleep. 50 Shades of Terminal Velocity too heavy. The creatures in a movie. Have you thought about making a short film? I've thought about making a short film and I'm like, bro, it's too, like what I just said earlier, it's like a huge project and I don't know about that. I don't know, man. That's like a lot. I haven't animated for a while too, so I'd have to like get help and I don't know, dude, now. Stephanie Meyer admitted she knew nothing about vampires while writing Twilight. Okay, well, you know what, again, like, you don't have to know what it is. Like, if you... She still captivated a certain audience, right? Like, that's the thing. It was still successful in its own right. So even if you're not, like, a genius in the topic, even if you're not, like, super smart about something, right? You can still write about it and certain people will gravitate towards it because something about it, right? Something about it was good. So for me, being an awful writer and kind of trying to write some stuff, I have hope. Okay, hey Jared, how are you? How did she know? She didn't know about terminal velocity. That's my point. She didn't know what terminal... I think she just, like, heard it somewhere. Like, oh man, that sounds, like, pretty cool. That sounds like a good thing to, like, describe falling in an like, descending in an elevator. Like, let's say terminal velocity. But it's like, bro, should go to physics class. Maybe? I don't know. Wait, no. Did a guy write 50? Bro, I don't know anymore. Whoever it was didn't know what terminal velocity meant. No, I'm not. I'm not going. Oh my god, leave me alone. I'm not going science mode. Bro, terminal velocity is something you learn in like grade 10. Stop. Okay, let's see. I gotta like do something to these foot. Working on these tiny little like spindly bits, like as much as I like the look of it after it's done, it's always such a pain for me. Kneecaps. Kneecaps. Kneecap. Oh yeah, get that kneecap action in there. Oh, kneecaps. You need that. A chubby baby knee, like a bubbly one. Oh, like my kneecaps. My kneecaps have like, cause my quads are a little bit more developed than the stuff around my knee, so it like bumps over. I'm like, bubble knee. What a nice ankle, Monty. Monty definitely needs to stop licking my legs. Don't worry, I won't say anything more about velocity. My god. My god. It's okay. I'm stupid. So whatever. All right, let's see, what can we do here? Go stroke. We're gonna get some lazy mouse on here, and we gonna it's our lazy step. There we go. Sorry, I'm going into the lazy mouse stuff right now because my hands are kind of shaky because I have coffee. So I'm like, I'm just doing my best. A Malamute kissing his pregnant owner's baby bump. That's cute. That's cute. Doggos are so good. I love doggos. Come on, shaky hands. You can do it. Okay. I'll just do a lot of masking. That's what I'll do. Push that back. Come on, hands. Ba-ba-ba. Tendon. Tendon. And let's do a better curve. This guy would come down more. And this one. Trying to like push this a little bit. Whoops, get in there. Then this guy. Whoop. And yeah. Okay, let's do more angles. Sharper, sharper. Pinch. Pinch, pinch. And chunk out that ankle a little bit. Actually, we're gonna do that a lot. Because I hate whatever is going on here. This is where I would switch to Sculptress Pro for a little bit. Because I don't really want to like dynamesh this, so I'll just like fix that geometry right there, then turn it off so that I can like freely like add on top and you don't have that crease anymore. Do here. Anyways, I'll get back to that in a second. After I kind of like play with the shape of this. And then if I duplicate this guy and I mirror it, there we go. Now we're starting to get that feeling that I want. I'm not gonna have quite like that. Do it like this. Anatomy, or is it all just instinct? Oh no, I definitely study anatomy. Look, okay, well, I'll censor him. Eric lent me his, So, yeah. Anatomy is very important. You gotta know your anatomy. How much of the new features have I explored yet? Not enough. Not enough. But this weekend, I think I have a lot of time, so I'll definitely be, like, jumping into that. You know? Drink your best coffee, yeah. Cut down on the caffeine. Why are you judging me, bro? Why are you judging me? Why are you telling me to stop enjoying this beautiful energy fluid? What's my professional journey like to get to this point in my career working in the 3D industry? Yeah, I mean, all right. It's been a lot. I feel like I've gotten like really lucky. I've gotten pretty lucky though, in terms of the opportunities that I've been able to take. I started in school for 2D animation, figured out about third year that I didn't really want to go just 2D and I had an interest in 3D thanks to Eric, who introduced me to Zbrush. And so then I started ZBrushing and sculpting and I was like, oh man, this is actually like super fun. And ZBrush actually like pushed me into the realm of 3D in general. So I learned how to sculpt before I learned how to like 3D model anything. And I was god awful at just all of that until after I graduated and got my first job, which I know sounds incredibly backwards, and it is. Oh no, Eric, I was just telling them that you were the one that introduced me to Zbrush. So essentially, like, I wasn't good. Like, my portfolio at the time had just kind of like sculpt stuff in it, and it wasn't like super good. I had like one model like finished and textured and rigged and everything, which was George the Turtle from my 4th year film, which was ridiculous as well. And that was in my portfolio, and I had sent that in, ended up getting a job because they were like desperate. Even my lead at the time was very nice and like was in a sense like testing me by like giving me like main character work and kind of like guiding me through all of that, which was really cool. So I learned a lot from him at my first job, which again, I got lucky on my first job. Like, they really needed people, and I just happened to be there, and they took me, and you know. So a lot of the time, what I was able to get in terms of a job was just, I don't recommend people do what I did, right? Because I was very contrarian. I thought that I was very like in my head. In school, I had a lot of ego. I thought I was great, and then there was like kind of like a smackdown period in 3rd year when I couldn't land any kind of a job. So it was like a lot of like rejections. But I got lucky after I graduated and I got a job after persevering, like throwing like tons of applications at this place. It was art, by the way. First film that I worked on, it was direct to DVD, but I was still like stoked about it. It was the Barbie it was Barbie Starlight Adventure, and I got to work on like a ton of like the main characters and stuff, which was like sick. And my lead at the time was like super nice about that. He was testing me, like showing me how to do all this stuff. Like I said, learned a lot from him. And then while I was working there, after Barbie finished, I was put on to Disney's Elena of Avalor, and I ended up doing, I can't even count how many characters, because they had like so many characters. It was more of like a production line at that point. The creativity was pretty low on that project. It was very like, I just had to like produce characters, right? Like anything. And after all of that, ARC went into solvency, so like essentially bankruptcy in a sense. Somebody else, like another company, took over it because it went out of business. They didn't pay us, all that kind of stuff. 500 of us out of a job. But because of that, there was a ton of hiring events and things like that. A lot of drinking, and going to bars to meet people, and you know, industry things at bars and lots of drinking. And like, I think everybody was on like a bender for that, like for a while after that. And so after that had happened, all the contacts started happening too, because all of the networking and things like that, after 500 people lost a job, and I got in with Tangent. And so at the time I was considering a job with either Spin VFX or Tangent. And it was kind of a leap of faith for me, because at the time Blender wasn't considered like a viable program. I still feel like Zbrush is way better for sculpting. Don't even at me for that. Zbrush is way better for sculpting. But at the time, like, they wanted to make the whole film in Blender, but I had a leap of faith, and I just went with Tangent because they were offering like this position where I just got to sculpt. Essentially, I was a concept sculptor, and that was super, super exciting. And I started, I got to sculpt half of the main characters, and after I was done sculpting half of the main characters, I then moved on to the surfacing team, and I was a character surfacer. So after sculpting them, I was able to surface them for the film as well. So I did a lot of texture work for Next Gen. The movie was Next Gen. So that was really, really crazy. And I was there for a while, and I ended up asking if it was okay if I could work remotely because I had to move to Montreal. So I was in Toronto, I had to move to Montreal. And they said, yeah, like you can finish up your texture work from Montreal. So that was great. And that was actually the start of my freelance journey. And while I was finishing up with Tangent remotely, I actually started getting requests from other studios to do freelance work. And I had my first creature concept freelance gig with Sinking Ship, which was really cool. I got to do like a ton of creature concept sculpts for them and just send them off. It was just like pumping them out, right? Which was really, really fun. And after that, I had Jam-Filled Entertainment was like another client that would approach me. There was like a whole bunch of like independents in between as well. So like things just kind of started happening, and now I'm here with open DMs. So that's really what it is. And when I started streaming when I was at ARC, and then a year of just streaming by myself, I ended up going to stream with Pixologic as well. So that was while I was at ARC as well. And then after ARC went under, I did a lot more streaming when I was at Tangent. So yeah, that's the resume. Resculpt the turtle at some point? I don't know. I kind of want him to be dead and gone. All right, let's do a mirror. Not quite. Hold on, let me see if I can get like a... Not because I want that, but this guy. Okay, let's try that. Oops. Not quite. Okay, and mirror. Almost. The reason why I'm doing this is I could do it with polygroups, but whatever. Stretchy! Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, I don't. My journey is a little bit weird, right? Like I recognize that I got very lucky early on. So, when it comes to like advice, just know that it is possible to do what I did. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. You can also get lucky and have like a crazy weird like kind of blah, and then end up where you are, especially if you are very like artsy fartsy, like space minded like I am. However, do follow the advice of other artists when they say, like, you know, people that are much more like they have a more concrete way of, you know, getting into the industry, like people who say like, you know, aim for a certain studio and what does that studio have in terms of like their released projects, and tailor your portfolio to what you want to do. It's very important to do that. If you're looking at my portfolio, it's it's not a great example of what you should do to get into the industry, if that makes sense. And I just want to be really clear about that, because I don't want to like lead anyone astray, right? I think that it's important to have fun with art, and I think that 3D doesn't need to be super serious. In fact, it should be just as fun as just like, you know, taking out your sketch pad and sketching something. It really should be that fun. But when it comes to getting a job, like, do take other professional people's advice when they say things like, you know, tailor what you're doing, have finished pieces, all of that kind of stuff. Very important. So yeah. 8. Now we sculpt. I appreciate that, Dan. But yeah, like I said, like, I am a little bit of a weird case. So if you're looking to get into strictly character art, I'm also very concept oriented. So a lot of the stuff that I do, you know, like, it is like, I do character art, right? But a lot of the stuff that you see on my art station is more like illustrative and conceptual. Hey Jose, how are you doing? Guys, if you don't know Jose, he's got a segment on Pixo as well. Go check him out. He's awesome. He's really awesome. He's super awesome. Okay, hold on. Let me see. How's that? Kinda wanna... I know. Is this what I wanna do? I am weird in more than just several ways. I understand that. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I used to be so caught up with how weird and obnoxious and stupid I was all the time, but now I just try not to care. I try not to care. I don't know. Whatever. How did I get approached to do live stream? I didn't get approached. I applied comics. And you can apply too. Zbrush is always looking, Pixologics is always looking for new streamers. If you want to apply to be a streamer, on Twitch, they have under the About Us section in the info tabs, there's like a thing saying, we are currently taking applications to stream to Zbrush to our channel. Apply now, and you click apply now and it takes you to a form and then you just email it. Yeah, easy. do I start a character? First idea or just start on Zbrush and go with the happy accidents? Really, it depends. It depends on what I'm doing. If I have no concept to begin with and I just kind of want to like go at it, then yeah, I'll just like jump right into Zbrush and start like doing what I'm doing, right? If there's a concept, then yeah, I mean, a lot of the time I do start in Zbrush, but if I do have like a solid concept that I need to go off of, it usually is a lot cleaner, like the way that I will start everything, because again, I don't have to work through like design. I don't have to be as crazy or anything like that. So if there's already a concept, then I'm quite literally doing what that concept is. So a lot of the time I do start in Zbrush and then I do retopology afterwards. If something is like, I don't know, if there's like a gun or a sword or a knife or a grenade or something like, you know, that I have to do prop wise, that's kind of like hard surfacey, I'll just do that in Maya, right? I'll just box model it because it's like whatever. But if it's got like runes and things like that inscribed into it, ZBrush. What's an online 3D character course I recommend at the top of my head? Shane Olsen. Character workshop. Never noticed me being weird. Does this mean it's the cool peeps? I don't know. If you don't think I'm weird, then you're weird too. Normally block out the whole body or start straight away from the head, bottom accordingly. I don't have a specific way I do anything. Honestly, it's just kind of like get in there, whatever feels right. Sometimes I start with a full body thing. Sometimes I just refine a head if I'm not feeling it, and I grow it from there. So, you know. When I have to do concept sculpts, do they send you a 2D concept or just a brief? Both. Again, it depends on the client. I've had clients where I just go on a video call with them and they say, like, they say things that they feel they want, and they say just do like, you know, a bunch of iterations for us, send it, and then we'll refine from there. Great. And then I've had like clients that give me a lot of reference, and I kind of have to like interpret that, right? So depends. It really depends on, you know, what stage they are in the development, and who the directors are, all that kind of stuff, how they like to work. But I do my best to be accommodating and get their vision. I mean, sometimes it takes longer than others because not everybody knows exactly what it is that they want, right? But when you're working as a, like, conceptually for other people, you have to be very, like, you have to let go of the ego, and you have to let go of your love for certain pieces and things like that, because at the end of the day, it is you helping them. It is your art, right? Like, it is your vision, but it's mostly like your vision directed by their overall vision. So sometimes you end up doing things you don't agree with. However, that's too bad. That's just too bad, because it's not yours in the end of the day, right? Let's get right here. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, when you're an artist, you're always gonna struggle with it. Like, Alice, dude, I struggle with it all the time. But you always just have to remind yourself, right? You just like slap yourself in the face, be like, I am a cog. I am but a cog in the machine, the greater machine. I am used. I am part of the machine, but I am not the entire machine. Do I prefer freelance or studio work? I love both for different reasons. I loved working in a studio because I got to be with people and interact with people and solve problems with people directly, right? Like right beside them. If I had an issue, I could just go and walk over to the rigger and be like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, what are you doing? And then we'd just be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, and it would be great and we'd figure it out. But you know, being at home, it's so great because I set my own hours, right? I set my own rate, I set my own everything, which is, the freedom is amazing. The social limitations of freelance, though, sucks balls. My anxiety has skyrocketed. Like, I can't even, I am so nervous every time I have to go and interact with somebody now because I spend so much time in my room alone with artwork without interacting with people directly. If I have to interact with people, it's usually like through a video call or something, or how I'm talking to you guys. But if somebody is looking at me, then I start to like nervous sweat. So it's like, you know, you have to work, the anxiety part, you're gonna get more anxious. If you become a freelancer, 9 out of 10 people, I'm serious, your anxiety is gonna go up, right? Like, it's just the way that it happens. So be aware of that if you start freelancing, and try your best not to fall into a pit of depression, because that's another one. But what I do enjoy about it, again, is like not having to commute to work, right? Not having to trudge through the snow and be canned up in a sardine in a streetcar. That sucked. But I really, really enjoyed the collaborative effort of being in a studio. That I really enjoyed. So there are wins and there are losses. Ultimately, I'm happy where I am, but definitely working on the anxiety thing. I interact with Monty and Eric. True. Doesn't help. Because my dog also has anxiety. Shouting at a screen and assume the internet is actually working, you aren't bonkers. Oh yeah, essentially. I do that every Wednesday. I assume people are listening to me and I'm not just a crazy person yelling into the void. But who knows, maybe I am. I know you're here, Alice. I know. But you also know that it's not healthy to put all your problems onto one person. Hashtag boundaries. Join the hordes of ice climbers in the metro. No! You have fun with that. I honestly, and the amount of metro cancellations lately. Have you, bro, have you like, yeah. I hate the cancellations. I hate being stuck on the metro. That sucks. And like, you know, if it's like slushy snow out, so like all of the ground is like mushy, like inside the metro it's like wet and soppy, and you're just like walking around on it with your boots. It's like, you know, it's not affecting you. It's not actually getting into your boots or into your socks or anything, but the fact that it's there and making that noise, and it's like brown water because it's like slush water and it's just everywhere. It's just, I hate it. I really hate it. The orange line. Dude, I was stuck on the metro. I was trying to get downtown. Is it like 2 days ago, I think? I think it was 2 days ago. I was trying to get downtown, stuck on the metro for 45 minutes. Crazy eyebrows for a crazy chick, am I right? Yeah, it's soul crushing. I mean, it's not so bad for me because it only happens once in a blue moon because I live inside of this room and it's my safety zone and I'm a bubble child. So I mean, when it does happen, I'm like not the angriest, but if it happened to me like weekly, I'd probably lose my mind. Spiral bound? Dude, that stuff, spiral bound books broke for me way more than normal bound books. I don't know about you, okay? But that spiral bound books and me, not friends. Not friends at all. Yep. Yeah, the heaters. So it's funny that you're complaining about the hot heaters when, like, you know, in the metro, because a lot of the time it's too cold, I find, and they don't have the heaters on. At least that was the case in Toronto. Especially when waiting for the GO trains. Ooh, I hated that. Waiting for the GO train in like Richmond Hill. Oh, the worst. All right. I think. Okay. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do an IMM. Oh. Oh man, what the heck did I just do? There we go. I'm gonna IMM an arm. Not like that. Not like that. No. No. Okay, fine, I'll just enlarge it myself. There we go. You liked Toronto? You like Toronto? I mean, okay, I've got a different. Where in Toronto were you hanging out, Jose? Like where did you go? Just out of curiosity. I mean, if you don't want to say, you don't have to either. I don't know. Toronto? Yeah. Toronto. No, I never heard anyone saying Toronto. I never heard Toronto, ever. I always hear, like, Toronto. The Scotia Arena for concert and walked around downtown. Oh, okay. Well, that's like the... Okay, yeah. Then that's fine, yeah. There's so much grossness, though, in Toronto. I can't even... Oh, my God. I lived there, though, so... I lived in, like... I lived in the bad part. I have really, like, bad stories about Toronto. It's funny because if you watch any of my old streams, like you can hear the hobos screaming outside and the drug addicts. The six base god. You mean the six god? break. Hey Optimal, how you doing? It's always interesting to see the real faces of City, like, think, oh, the ugly parts are so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's, in a sense, kind of the same everywhere, right? When you think about, like, you know, why is the city ugly? It's like the same ugly stuff that's happening, right? Like the same misfortunate things that are happening, like, you know, people falling into drugs, not knowing where to go, going crazy, turning to crime because they can't afford things, blah 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 blah, right? Like it's kind of there's different iterations of that everywhere you go, but in a sense all stemming from the same stuff, right? It's all drugs and money, and it's just really, really sad to see, and also dangerous to live near. So where I used to live, there were like shootings and stabbings and things like that. Like it was really bad. It was really, really bad. No fun. No Gucci. So I love Montreal. I feel like I can walk around at night without being afraid. We can do the same one and same study? Yeah, like what? Tell me, what's your idea? What's your idea? What is your idea? What did you want to do a study of? Yes please, yes please, yes please. Wow, I just got so excited. Yo, you can call me anytime. Oh my god, please do. If you're in Montreal, you can apply to work at. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's funny, the thing with Ubisoft, like I used to, so in Toronto, in Toronto, I used to go to like so many Ubisoft parties because so many of my friends worked at Ubisoft, and it was to the point where the other Ubisoft people, like, they were always asking me, oh, what project do you work on? Because I was always was there during that summer. It was so funny. Everybody thought that I worked at Ubisoft Toronto for a while. It was so funny. So funny. Sorry, that's why I started laughing too, is because Alice also works at Ubisoft, but in Montreal, so there's also like some funny stuff there as well. Whatever. I don't know. I'll give you like that referral money, you know? Don't yell like that, you woke up? Okay, good night. Like what? Turn me down then. I'm gonna scream all I want. Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me not to yell. I'll yell at you all I want. Showed up in their studio and asked about my yeah, where am I sitting? Oh man. P-Man? P-Man? Wait, what are you talking about? P-Man. That's when you make up a project that doesn't exist. Oh yeah, I'm on the R&D team for Jack's Great Adventure in it's a Watch Dogs spoof. I mean DLC. That's the lingo. Where's my seat? Oh my god. P is our national symbol? What nation? Not a good story to read. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Enjoy Far Cry. Here we go. Here we go. I'll apply and I'll get rejected again. Oh my god. JK. JK. Now I want to get some of these internal curves. You know how annoying I would be if I was working with you? Dude, you would be so annoyed. I would be so annoying. You come to us to pick onion. Oh, don't talk about onions again. What is with the onions? Oh my god, look what you started. Alice. Now everybody's talking about onions again. Alright, let's see. Kinda think this thing needs to be even bigger. You hate onions? No onions. Oh, really, Alice? Really? Even ones who, I mean... Art book? For the Commander Shepard karaoke, but we're not listening to that playlist today. We're listening to a hype one. Hype, hype, hype. How he would get stuck in door frames? Dude, he is a Goliath. You think that door frames apply to him? No. No. He just steps on doors. The only form of tomatoes you'll ever like is sauce? What's wrong with you? Tomatoes are great. They're good for your heart. You should eat tomatoes a lot because they're good for your heart. You wait. Nope, not happening. I'll let you go to sleep. Oh, that's why this one needs to, there we go. No, don't start licking my ankles. Sorry, that was Monty. He freaked me out. You wanna see the poopy bear? Hey, poopy bear. Hey, lick monster. Over here. Come over here. Come over here. Give me the water. Oh, yes. There he is.
Oh, he's a good boy. Babu.
There he is. No diaper. No, I know. I took it off of him because well, he's been pretty good. He has a rash. I've been putting ointment on it, and every time I put the ointment on, I have to put like a shirt on his butt and tie it so he doesn't lick it off. Can I duplicate simultaneously several subtools? If you put it in a folder and then delete, yeah, I think. Hello, Licky. Hello, Lick. I have to help somebody with a question now. I'll give you one more hug, and I know you love the hugs. Oh, there we go. There you go. Feel better now? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. It is a yamper. If you're not naming your yampers Monty, shame on you. Okay. Several subtools. Wait, let me see. Hold on. I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to take this one and do a new folder and put this guy in here and then here. Yeah, you can duplicate the whole folder, so you can duplicate everything that's inside the folder. We're almost at break. Okay. Kind of want to open up this space right here. I might do that. too. Subtool master? Can it? Hold on. Can it? I guess like you can do multi-append, yeah. Yeah, but the way that I would do multiple subtool duplication is just put it in a folder and then duplicate the folder. That would honestly, that would be my recommendation. Wait, hold on. I want to try and get like, there we go. I don't know. How are you doing? Yeah, no. I know. I know. I really don't think it's gonna happen. And the reason why I'm not as well is because, yeah, sure, like, I'm probably going to do something Diablo related in the future, but I just know that, like, even at the small chance that it ends up being good enough for Diablo 4, I still can't, like, move to California at this point, so I don't want to, like, waste anybody's time. But I still super appreciate your belief and faith in me. It's just, like, super not, yeah, not a good time for me. Or Derbles. I'm excited to play the next season though. Oh my gosh, that's on Friday. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, thanks for no. Unless you mean D4 is looking super awesome, in which case I already know. Asking for a friend. Yeah, just publicly announce that right here. It's not public. It's just me and Jose. There's no one else here. You just tell us. It's cool. Oh man, it's almost break time. Kinda gotta pee. What's happening, Daniel? Just turn around so we can't read chat for a moment. Yeah, no, no, nobody's here. What are you talking about? Nobody's here except for Jose and I. It's fine. It's a safe space. You can tell us. It's definitely a safe space. What is NDA anyways? 3 little letters. Doesn't mean anything. $100,000 lawsuits or more. Nah, they're just 3 little letters. They don't mean anything. Yeah, the NDA more like now disclose all. See, Dan gets it. Dan gets it. Austin's here? Where? Where is he? I'm talking about NDA. No, us is not. No. Oh, yeah, like that argument we had. Okay, I get it. I'll call him in just so we can start arguing on stream. Sibling arguments. That'll be great. I'm sure everybody will love that. It won't be awkward at all. See, what do I want to do? I don't know right now. I think I need to go and pee and then come back. I think that's what needs to happen right now. I need to go and take a break, and then I'll be back to do more. Wait, what am I doing? That. And then here. There we go, whatever. What brush is that? It's a mat cut brushes. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we know who's a regular. Whoever knows what the mat cut brushes are. Here, hold on. Let me just get my socials. Alright, we'll put this dot up. Okay, I'm gonna be back. Where is this? Yeah, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to get my water and I'm gonna let some water out. Hey, alright, I'll be back. I'll be back. Right, hello. Hello, hello. How you doing? What's good? Yes. I'm back. Hold on. There we go. Hey Mart, how are you? How's it going? Alright. Let's keep it rolling. I use Keyshot for my stuff. Yeah, is anybody working? That's a good question, Daniel. Is anybody else doing stuff while watching, while hanging out? Alright. Keyshot here. Yeah. Keyshot. You paint the horsies. Bro, I wanna see. Send me pics. Pics or GTFO. You are? What are you working on? What are you working on, Chris? Hey Ralph, aw, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're working on your tattoo design? Sick, sick. You're making a baby Yoda. Man, that thing has been making waves, hasn't it? A stylized character? Sweet, sick. You're working on NDA stuff? Oh, so you're gonna tell us exactly what it is, right? Because it doesn't... Working on a droid? Sick. Awesome. Exported stuff from Fusion. Ooh, fancy boy. Working with Fusion. Writing a scene between Harry and Hermione and the fanfic stuff. You're writing something spicy. Ron! Oh! Spicy fanfic. That's the only kind of fanfic that I know. Spicy fanfic. What was that? I think it was OniNG on YouTube. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, oh. Oh man. Oh. Akio ba. Ba. Keyshot is too expensive. Yeah, you could do Arnold. You could even like use cycles as well. That's something. I mean, it's a free option. If you get Keyshot, the Keyshot bridge, that is more affordable than, you know, getting a standalone Keyshot. So Zbrush to Keyshot. But yeah, you can. Like, all of these suggestions in chat work for rendering. Zbrush also just generally has like a, you can render from Zbrush as well. It's not like, it's not like an Arnold render or anything like that, but you get some pretty cool results, like especially if you're doing like a Zbrush to Photoshop workflow. You can do a lot of good stuff from that. Let's do some hand stuff. Bling. You love it so bad. Yeah. Yeah. I like Keyshot. I like Keyshot just because like it's good for really quick stuff. Arnold, you have to worry about setting up a whole scene, and for specific things. I'm working on full character stuff, and oh, Mr. Magoo out there is upset. But yeah, like a lot of the time I just do turntables and stuff, even just in Keyshot, because it's just so fast to set something up. Oh no, now I have that OniNG thing in my head. Oh no. And it's not my stream, so I can't go and just watch it either. No! It's Leviosa. Hey Pudge, how are you? Have I ever made hard surface in ZBrush or just organic stuff? Yeah, I do hard surface in ZBrush as well. Not nearly as much, but yes, I have. Most of it is NDA, so of course I'll share exactly what it yeah, a lot of it is NDA, so I can't really share. But it's something that I did do that I can share with you that's more hard surface related. Thinking. I guess that beta thing that I did. It's one of them. Let me see. Let me see, hold on. Let's load tools. Howl's watching me. Oh, Howl. Howl's gonna have a sibling. Howl's the best kitty. Yeah. So also keep in mind that ZBrush to Keyshot Bridge, like you're paying for two things with that. You have to buy the license for Keyshot, which is cheaper if you do it like the bridge version. But then you also have to buy the bridge license. So there's two licenses you have to pay for. So just keep that one in mind. What was I was gonna... Hold on. Should be on this drive. Let me try and find... Might be this. No, that was something else. That was... No, that was a different thing. Can I find it? Ah. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. Flag. You do pee pee poo poo into bowl poo. What? Am I working at a studio in the minute? No, I'm not. I'm freelance. So I'm not in-house. Here's something kind of hard surface sketchy that I did a while ago that I can share, which was fun. That was when the Booleans first came out. I was doing like a beta. Yeah, I saw that very out of context. I don't know what that is, man. I have no idea. Which I never I never got around to finishing this either. This is like when I had the full body, I cut the head off so I could actually like finish it. But the full body one, man, it's taking a while to load up. Is like this. It was more of like, it was gonna be like a hopper. It was all gonna be mech. But then I just kind of like fell off of it. But whatever. Whatever. And yeah, I just kind of finished it up. Mech stuff. Bye bye. Yeah, because I was a part of the beta, right? And so if you're part of the beta, then they put them like they put the beta works on the load screen. But I wasn't a part of the 2020 beta. I was too busy. Wanted to be, but wah. Oh god, I can't watch any YouTube things while I'm streaming here. What's the right way to give it good flow to hard surface? Good flow to hard... What do you mean? Like, what's a good sculpt to hard surface workflow? Is that what you mean? How's painting going? I'm loving painting. Like, I'm probably, like, after I finish streaming, I'll probably pull over... See, I've got you can see over there my allergy kit one, but then also I've got the old generation. It's Eric's, and he lets me use it. Old generation, first generation Wacom companion. So the Cintiq companion. So that's how I've been doing my painting stuff. Polish a 3-side face without having problems in the crisp edges. What do you mean? Wait, polish a 3-side face without having problems with the crisp edges. Oh, okay, a lot of it has to do with retopology, so like Z-remesh. So the new Z-remesher can actually, it's very good at finding the edge, like sharp edges and things like that. So when I'm doing hard surface stuff, a lot of the time, like after the sketch is done, I'll do ZRemesh stuff on top of it, and it actually works really nice with the new algorithm. I think it came out with the last update, so 2019, they did a ZRemesher 3.0 update, and that's actually really, really great for hard surface stuff. I'd recommend you go and check out like the Z Classroom stuff on the last year's update on that. Wait, hold on. I gotta figure out what the I keep typing in the wrong thing for that. Get you the exact link for Z Classroom. Here. Hey Dino. Hey Yord. Alright, see ya Pepe. Have a good night. Hi Invisible. I'm Dad. It's helping out with the art, right? Oh, for sure. Like I was talking about earlier in the stream, giving yourself those tiny wins is really important, and I feel like these paintings, like painting studies, have been doing that for me, for sure. Ugh. My allergies are starting to go. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. I'm supposed to see an allergist, but they haven't gotten back to me with their appointment yet. It's so... Help me, doctors. I just want my arm scratched. I just need a test done, please. Please. Hey Keurig, how are you? Hey Peter. Should you buy a ZBrush to Keyshot Bridge and Keyshot 9 for ZBrush Pro separately? I don't see... Wait. Okay. First of all, don't buy anything. If you're like figuring out how to render for the first time, do some free software stuff. Like try, you know, just using... Like, if you have like a trial for Maya, do like some Arnold stuff in there. If you've like, or a student version of Maya, use that. Don't buy anything until you've kind of figured out if that's even what you want to do. I wouldn't recommend anyone to just like jump in and buy something like Keyshot if you don't even, like if you haven't even gone through trying like the free stuff first, you know what I mean? So if you can, I don't know, like, even something like Cycles, like go look up Cycles, you know, you could try that as well. That's completely free. Yeah, yours. Oh my god, the anti-histaminic gang. Yeah, literally, like, I'm trying not to take medication, right? Like, but it's hard. Just trying to like keep the house really clean and hope that it's something, I don't know, something I can control. I don't know. Yes, Sammy, yes. So when I talk about that here though, I'm not talking about like sculpting, because I would definitely recommend you try sculpting with ZBrush. You can do a 45-day free trial with ZBrush and see if that's something you like. But I would definitely tell you that like the ZBrush sculpting tools are way better than Blenders. But if you're learning how to like render things and stuff like that, and you don't even know if it's something that you want to start doing, go with the free software initially. But with sculpting, there's a lot of affordable options for ZBrush as well, so that's why I don't feel bad like saying like, yeah, like try ZBrush, get into ZBrush, because I definitely feel like it's worth it. So Can I look at the Pixelogic webpage right now? Why do you want me to look at the Pixelogic webpage? Am I trying to, are you asking me exactly what, the Keyshop page? What do you want? Pixelogic, what do you want? Help me help you. I'm literally telling you, you should not buy anything if you haven't had any experience with 3D stuff in general. That's it, okay? So don't like jump into that right now. Yeah, Sculptress itself is still free. You can try that too. It's also integrated into Zbrush now, Sculptress Pro. Google SketchUp, there you go. For texturing, do you use Substance Paint or other workflows? So I use like, it really depends on what I'm doing. If it's conceptual stuff, I'll usually just do like a poly paint in ZBrush and call it a day. But if it's like a final model, you know, for film or whatever, then yeah, I usually use a combination of Substance and Photoshop. I don't have Mari, but I know a lot of people use that for VFX related things. I personally find that I can get by with Substance. However, if there is like a super high res model, doing that in Substance is a pain. It is a pain to do really high res, like super detailed VFX models in Substance. I've gotten by, but that's where Mari starts to shine. So it depends on what you're doing, depends on what I'm doing. But a lot of the time I use like a combination between Substance and Photoshop. Yeah, Mari, so it takes a little bit of getting used to though, because all of it is projection painting. It's definitely like you gotta get used to it. It's not super intuitive either, I found anyways. But it does shine way brighter when it comes to heavy assets. So when I was working on Next Gen, for example, everything that I did was done in Photoshop and Substance as well, and then rendered in cycles. So it's viable for film. It just like it's more of like the super insanely high res detailed models that you get in VFX that it's like Substance. It's a little bit of a pain to do that. Michael, how are you? Yeah, that makes sense, Reaper. Yeah. The dynamic resizing is really, really nice. It's really nice, but it also means that your computer is gonna chug. It's gonna chug. Heard some corgi steps, yeah, because he's... There he is, in the corner. Monty! Monty! You need to come here? You need to come here? Whoa! Just a good boy. Come here. Whoa! Yeah, hero stuff is like really difficult for Substance. Like I said, I've gotten by doing it. I used it for the film Next Gen. It would chug, right? Like it would really, really chug. You're a good boy. And because like everything is split up like in UDIM, like it's really hard to have like a really heavy asset, all of it in there all at once, so whatever. Yeah, lots of people use Substance. It's very viable. Very, very viable. Dago! Hey, Flat! It's me, Crazy. Hey Morgan! Hi! I wouldn't have ever known by your user. How you doing? Thanks for saying that it's you, otherwise I just been misplay. Am good. Am good. How are you doing? Alright. I think what I was gonna do, right. I was gonna give this guy teeth. Hello? Where's my... Oh, there it is. There we go. Super tired? I feel that. I understand. Call it an early night. Go to sleep. Give yourself some me time, you know? And thank you. I'm glad you like him. You are Montreal? Oh, you're in... Okay. You're in Montreal. Sorry, I didn't see it. Well, hello, welcome. Also in Montreal. Some weird. The flowy master? Flowy things make me happy. Flowy things are fun. 3D coat? Yeah, I've heard that's good for hand painting stuff. I haven't tried it though. Should try it. Your best friend's brother sent you a message to ask if you sleep at home tonight, so no me time. Oh. Oh, you got friends? Well, company? Just put some headphones on. Forced me time. That's me being antisocial coming out though. Wait, he give him a mask? Alright, see you, Mart. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. He's taking a plane to Europe tomorrow? Oh. Oh, man. So, what, he just dumped himself on you? Can you hear me? What are you doing, boy? What are you dumping yourself on somebody for? Kidding. Hey, bunny! I appreciate you, thank you. Thank you. I think I'm gonna do this. How's the I'm not doing any Diablo fan art. But I really appreciated that regardless, but I'm not gonna do it because like like even if it all worked out, right? Even if it all worked out, I can't just go to LA right now. Like it's just not feasible for me, so I just don't want to waste anyone's time. You have your plane at Montreal tomorrow. Can we have a please? Aww. Aww. Aw, you're so nice though. Oh my gosh. I would have been like, get an Airbnb. Aw. So nice. Yeah, I'm gonna like duplicate this. Give him more teeth. Bring back some food from Europe. There you go. There you go. Still though, I definitely would have been like, get out, get an Airbnb. I probably would have said that though because of my dog. Not because I don't want them here. Give me that social interaction. Oh, I was meaning to tell you actually, Morgan. Do you mind if I just say Morgan, or do I have to say it with the accent? Would you kill me if I just say Morgan? I saw your Diablo fan art, your Lilith one. Dude, that looked sick for a demo thing that you did at Migs. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, there we go. And I'll do the other stuff after. That can stay there. We keep working on these clouds. Yeah, I know, but I love rough and unfinished things. Like, look at everything that I do, okay? Just because it's rough and unfinished doesn't mean that it can't be good. That's literally like the point in this entire stream is me saying like, guys, sketches in 3D. Sketches in 3D, that's a thing. And it still can be cool and viable as concept art. So, there we go. Did I start this on stream? Yes, sir, I did. As I do with pretty much everything on this segment of the Pixo streams. It's just a sketch fest. Thumbnail view, I know, I love it. It's so fun, right? So good. You have fun anyways. Yeah, exactly. It's about having fun and stuff, right? Like, you don't have to have everything be refined. I think a lot of my favorite art, to be honest, is that rough stuff. You know, you see paintings where you can actually see the brush strokes, you know, and the energy that comes from that. Like, I really enjoy that kind of stuff. So when I can see the initial thoughts, right? Like, not the refined, like, super tight stuff, but something like the artist's initial, like, you know, like what they just kind of like barf down on the page initially, and you can see that energy that happens. A lot of that gets lost in the cleanup stage, and the people who can keep it after cleaning up, that requires so much practice. That's like a master, dude. But like that energy, that initial energy that happens with your brush strokes, with the same thing, like, you know, when you're sculpting, just like, you know, when you're pulling things and pushing things, if you can get that energy, that happens so much in the rough stage. So, you know, I love that kind of art. Thank you, Pineapple. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Yeah, rough and texture. I know. Sketchable. Any tips for working after a character sheet, like a bad one with only front view? Well then, no, so you don't, I find the bad character sheets, the one where they give you so much information, where it's like they do, like, you know, the front, side, and back, and certain things don't line up, and then you have to like like, I don't like those character sheets. Are like I find that, you know, if as a character artist, a lot of your job is interpretation and design as well. You'd be surprised at how much design goes into being a character artist as well. So when you're given a character sheet, like, a lot of the time it is only one view, and you have to think what would be on the other side. That is your job, to just help refine that concept that was given to you. When they're just, it's so rare that you're gonna get like every single view and close-ups of things. Things are gonna be messy. Things are gonna be, like I just said, like those rough brush strokes, right? Because a lot of the time the concept artist needs to pump out so much and so fast. So your job is to take that initial thought and expand it. They're giving you the concept. You're taking that idea and evolving it, right? That's your job. That's how that works. That's what a concept artist is. Rough initial stuff. They're creating things really, really fast. And then the next stage is to then refine it. That's your job as a character artist. So just my advice is get as much reference as you can for, you know, like, let's say the character is in a suit of armor, right? Look up suits of armor. Look up back views of that. What does that look like? Figure it out. At the demo, they installed a trial version of 2018. Oh no! No! Oh, that sucks! Oh, oh man, that sounds like it was a struggle. Everything I've heard about MIGs sounds like the presentations and things, everything sounds like a little bit of a struggle, huh? Jeez. Sorry. But you still managed though, and it looks hella good, so good for you. You pulled through, lady. Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Hello? Oh, pfft. I do that so much, I turn the Z intensity of the snake hook down. I'm like, why is he moving? Pre-folder era, I know. How do I get inspired? Ooh, that one's... it's not like a single answer, honestly. It's just like, I could watch a good movie. I could be at the grocery store and see a weird looking fruit. I could be talking to other people in the industry. I could be talking to my dad, you know, like somebody will say something or I will see something and it'll spark an idea and then I want to do something, you know? A lot of it comes from real life. So if I'm looking at like weird creatures, for example, National Geographic stuff as well, like, you know, micro photography, is a really great one. Looking at like mini bugs and even microscopic stuff is really cool. Looking at space, just like imagings of like, you know, like Hubble telescope stuff even, you know, like just it can be a lot of different things that inspire me, but most of it does come from things that exist in real life. It sparks ideas in me, like, you know, what would happen if you take that real thing and just push it, right? So you haven't even remember where basic stuff. Oh, dude, yeah. And when somebody asks you, you know, what's the hotkey, right? Like, if somebody were to ask me any of the hotkeys for Zbrush, it's just, I think we were talking about this on Monday, but it was just like, literally, it's like, it's muscle memory. And somebody asks me immediately, I'm immediately like, now I forget. I can't even do it. Thanks, Kira, did you end up doing it? The Inktober thing? I didn't finish the Inktober stuff. I haven't used any of the new features for this model. Any no-nos or pet peeves you have regarding the concept art or requirements? Honestly, no, if a concept artist comes, like, cause I'm also a concept artist and I understand that mindset of just like, I want to push things. Like the idea is to just like spit something out on a page and just see how far you can push it before the technical director or whatever says, no, you know what I mean? Cause you always want to be pushing the boundaries of what you're doing, at least depending on the production that you're on, right? But as a concept artist, you really want to go that extra mile. You really want to, you know, throw it out there, like really push it. So I don't ever get mad when I see like a crappy drawing given my, or not like a crappy drawing, but like something that I know isn't quite feasible in 3D. I don't get mad at it. I try and do it in some kind of way. I try and interpret it, you know, and try and push it in the way that I think the concept artist was trying to convey, right? So I try not to be a no person. I try to be a yes man, right? Because that's how you get really cool stuff. That's how you get top notch, or I find anyways. If you're always saying like, you know, even before you've tried something, if you always say like no, 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 you're gonna limit yourself, and it's just it's gonna be the same as you always have done, right? So trying to say yes, even though it's just like, I don't know about that. Trying it, seeing if you can problem solve it again. If how much time do you have? Like if you're under a time constraint, you know, and you're crunching, then it's like, okay, well, what do you know that you can get it done? And that's what you're gonna have to say yes and no to. However, if you have like time, I'm usually on R&D. So if I'm on R&D and a director says, hey, I want like, you know, this many limbs and I want it to, you know, resemble this thing. Like if I get a brief that's like really like out there, I'm gonna try and push it, because why not, right? But it does a lot of the time come down to how much time you have. But I have been in situations where as a character artist, not a concept artist, so I'm separating my professions here, but when I take character jobs, sometimes I've been in a position where even though we have a lot of time, a rigger will tell me no, like without even trying. But I've also been in situations where, like for example, when I was working on Next Gen, you know, they were really open to just like trying it, like really giving it their all before saying, okay, this is not doable, we have to reel it back. And because of that, we were able to get a really, really cool film out, right? So it's just try and say yes. Try and say you'll try. When should you use Zbrush, or should you add another subtool? It really depends on the situation. IMM brushes, so if you're, if you add when I add IMM brushes, I usually just separate them into their own subtool anyways, because who cares if you have a ton of subtools, right? So. Hey Dad, look at my latest creature sculpt. You inspired me on this one. Actually though, he does a lot of micro photography, or macro photography. I don't know which one it's called, but like he just goes out in the field, lays down, and just takes pictures of like super tiny bugs on like plants and stuff, and that's super cool. And sometimes I'm like, ooh, look at that thing, what the heck is that? And then I look it up, and then I go and I'm like, ooh, you know? All right, see you, Morgan. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you. Always nice to see you. You're probably gone. Yeah, Next Gen on Netflix. Zbrush Core worth the money? Just for sculpting? Yeah, I mean, especially if you're just learning. Honestly, and if you find that you're getting into full character art, like you're working for a studio and stuff, then you can, you know, upgrade and get the other tools and start learning like the tools that come with the full version of ZBrush. But I would say that, yeah, ZBrush Core, if you're just doing just specifically sculpting stuff, absolutely, and it's affordable. So, yep. Oh yeah, I forgot that these are, okay, I'm gonna... Alright, see you, Dino. Thanks for hanging out. Any chance of some quick feedback on your block out? I don't do reviews during the stream, unfortunately. So that opens up the floodgates. I have not seen it yet. It's on my list. It's on my list. I want to see it. It looks beautiful. And I know quite a few people that worked on it too. So I want to support and watch. Did a lot today. Just, oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I like being background noise. Yeah, it's a great feature. It's such a great feature. Okay, let's see. What do I want? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I wanted to maybe. I think I have a katana somewhere. Hold on. Maybe okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna look through some of my other stuff and see if I have like a weapon that I can give him. Hold on, I'm gonna like quickly, and then maybe like pose. Let me just like, hold up. Okay, see you later, Alice. Hope you feel better. Even though I know you're feeling better, but I hope you feel even better. Let me see if I have like some kind of like a katana thing. Well, I know, well, I have like, so I've got like stalking sword from Panty and Stalking. No, this is too stylized. No. Delete that. Let me see, maybe, I have way too much stuff. Let me see here. Maybe I've got this thing. Guess this is fine. I could edit this. Katana. Yeah. Probably. A lot of the time I just kind of like move stuff around and try and see like how I'd like to kind of like pose something. Doesn't necessarily need to be. Here. If I did, it'd be kind of interesting. The cool kids usually cut to and played for the back cross, yeah. Just wondering if I don't want that, I don't know. Or like, what if it was kind of like just resting on the ground? Anatomical female and used for the handles. Yeah, no, I know, I could definitely do some stuff. I'm just trying to like figure out like how I would like this thing posed. Because if I do that, nah. I was also thinking, like, just kind of in the back. Wait. Let me, like, delete the one of them. Yeah. So... I'm gonna quickly save this. Da-da-da. We solve a problem and create another. Dragging behind him. Yeah, I agree. I think it's gotta be behind him. How much time do you have to study for a worm to make that much? How much do I have to study for a worm? I don't know, I don't really study for worms. But I have been using Zbrush for about 5 or so years, maybe 6 years. So maybe that helps. Hey, hold on, what's going on? How to larvae correctly. So, oh my god. Naruto run pose. Yeah, he's going to Area 51. How to create normal maps. You can bake normal maps if you have a low res and a high res, so you have subdivision levels, and you can do that in ZBrush with where is it? Hello, normal map. So as long as make sure that you have UVs on your low res, like subdivision 1, and then as you subdivide up, let's say you have like 5 subdivisions on your highest subdivision, you have all of your details and things like that. Go down to your lowest subdivision, make sure again that you have UVs, and if you do, then you can just play around with these settings and create normal map, and it will appear here, and then you can export that. kind of not like digging this. I want him to like down. Yeah. I think maybe that's how it'll be. Which will mean this whole thing. I have to do some separation. Have one that's like T-pose. Is this T-pose? It's not. Yeah. Because I think, wait, whoops, let me just make sure this is saved. Can import, I think I have it as like a T-posed. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. I wanted to change this sword anyways. Don't want it to be like a traditional katana. Right, that doesn't have a ton of topology. Dang. Let's see here. What did I do? And this thing is just a block out. Do auto groups. Grab that guy. No, on the very inside. Let me grab this. There we go. Yeah. Oops. Hello. See, modeler. Okay. Insert. Bro. Can you not? Bro. Does it work down here? What? Why isn't it working? Hello? Can I do that? No. What? Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. Ah! Ah! Can I do here? Ah! What? Can I do here? Ah! What in the world? Wait, is dynamic? Oh, maybe. Oh, I'm kind of dumb. I think I know why. Yeah, because it's okay. Hold up. Let me try this. There we go. Okay, it's because I had it hidden. That's why. That should be able to dynamic. No, need to do that here. We need dynamic. Oh. Re. I mean, you don't even have like a hole. Why are you like this? Can we... Thank you. I don't care about that. It can be gross. Good. Just gonna... Yeah, it will now. Okay, cool. Sick! Okay, we good now. I want... Just trying to like figure out shapes, by the way, because like this would not be a final sword, but sometimes I like to just like pull things out. Oh, are we not on? Fine. Whatever.
find a way. You are the new day. You are the new day. You are the new day.
Not okay. Hold up. No. No, okay, that's why. I have to do the Z axis. Go. Okay. And oh, hello, frame. There we go. Just gonna use that as a shape. Oh, hi, you big. Is this one? Yeah, it is. Now we're getting the same kind of curvy language that the rest of them has. Hide that basic one. Hello? Little finger? You okay? How can you do a long scratch without your hand shaking? Oh yeah, no, it takes practice, and earlier I couldn't, like I had a lot of coffee, so I was relying on Lazy Mouse. The whole arm, shoulder, yeah, if you can. I mean, I've got a relatively restricted, like, tablet size though, so that's not always viable for everyone, but yeah, if you can, I agree. I do agree.
Here I am, don't try to make a fool of myself. Open
Yeah, definitely get up and do your stretches. Completely agree. What tablet do I use? I use a Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. I'm doing my stretches for my arms now. I've ever looked up Sword Breaker. No, I have not. Oh yeah, I use ZModeler quite frequently for actual work, but on here, because I'm like really like fast, I don't know, I want to do things fast rather. A lot of the time I don't do like modeling, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. ZModeler is just like about adding in edge loops when you need them and stuff, right? So I don't model like entire things, like I don't box model with it, you know?
My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you, 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 my love for you,
Remind you of slugs because they look like slugs right now. Unrefined slugs. It means very powerful to say 666 in China. Isn't the number 8 not, or is that lucky? I can't remember if 8's lucky or unlucky.
my love for you has brought me out of me. My love for you has brought
pretty sea slugs in the ocean with wavy, colorful whims. Those things are crazy, aren't they? Sea slugs are nutty, dude. Nikola Tesla! How you doing? Yeah, they they really do. Looks sick. Alright, I'm gonna save really quick. Oh my god, I keep switching this over. What time is it? Oh, okay, we have 20 minutes. Oh, okay, music. Okay. Okay, music. Okay, Bushido Blade. Music decided that the dude is a samurai now, I know, right? That's why I turned it up. I was like, oh, okay. You're busy building a Tesla tower to power the world with free positive energy. Wow, I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it. Thank you. Thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Mr. Tesla. I know, he's been reincarnated. Or a Ronin, exactly. Alright, what was I gonna do? Right. Lower this a little. So essentially what I'm doing here is just adding more geo without actually having to Dynamish. Wait, actually, these are merging together when I do that. I don't want that. I do not want. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll start using this. The only thing is that like you can't use dynamic subdiv or not dynamic subdiv. What am I talking about? Backface masking when you're using Sculptress Pro. What is the difference between normal and Sculptress Pro? Sculptress Pro essentially adds geometry or takes it away depending on what your subdivision size is set to. Sculptress Pro will change the geometry. It will essentially tessellate it as you're working on it, whereas if you're just working on clay with normal brushes without Sculptress Pro on, you're just working with the geometry you have. But if you have Sculptress Pro on, it will tessellate every stroke that you make, essentially. Low poly slippers. Yeah, Bushido is okay. Yeah, so definitely weep all over, you know. No, it just means you're knowledgeable. Yeah, I mean, then it's definitely a samurai. Yeah, you can definitely have, yeah, no problem, George, you can definitely do that. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Link! I appreciate it. Thank you, Boyle. I feel like this hand is going to kind of like make or break, though. Okay, this one. Probably push this over top. This back. We're almost done the stream. I'm just kind of doing some last minute like anti-intersections. How much is Zbrush for students? I'm not sure what the student pricing is, to be honest. But you can always go on the Pixelogic website and check out what like pricing options they have. I don't know all that stuff off by heart. this also isn't my channel, so I just stream as a volunteer showing off Zbrush. I think that's for the day. Ba-bing. Yeah, it looks good. Oh, I'm glad, George. I'm really glad. I'm glad you like it. Do you think that the tablet with the screen is better or worse for sculpting? It does not matter. I personally think that, like, I mean, if you have a like Cintiq or something, it always feels better, the connection. However, it's not the same as painting. I don't feel like sculpting needs the same level of hand-eye coordination as painting does. That's my experience anyways. Maybe yours will be different. I find that the Cintiq is necessary for painting. If you're using a tablet, like a not a screen tablet for painting, I feel like it just takes way longer. You need way more patience for each stroke to be what you want it. But I find with sculpting, it's a little bit more forgiving. Like, you don't need to have a screen tablet in order to get by in sculpting. Hi, Ian. All right, yeah. So, yeah. Here, I'm gonna get this ready for the finals. Wait, actually, maybe I kind of, hold on, what's going on here? What is this? What is this nonsense? Get out of there. There we go. I think, it's probably a better one. Right there. Alright, okay, let me get my stuff up and then I'll do a goodbye. Whoop. Here we go. Here, I'll just like dump that for you guys. If you're interested in following any of my socials, there they are in chat. Could be a JRPG boss monster. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be done for tonight. Who else is gonna be streaming after me? Let's see. Let us see. Oh, nobody's after me, but tomorrow there's going to be another ZBrush 2020 special presentation at 11 a.m. PST. So if you're interested in the the new tools and stuff like that, definitely check out tomorrow's stream at 11 a.m. PST because Joseph Drust is one of the devs for Pixlogic, and he's going to be going through a bunch of the tools and stuff. So definitely check that out. Yeah, I think yeah, if you want to try ZBrush, you can download a 45-day free trial for ZBrush and try it out. You don't have to buy it right away. You can try it 45 days. That's a lot of time to learn it. And if you haven't followed Pixlogic, there's a lot of other streamers that are really crazy good that stream here, so definitely check that out as well. And I'm gonna go and do whatever now, I guess. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I will see you later. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.